Stepping off the plane, the air in Bujumbura was thick, warm and alive. It was a sensory explosion, a world away from the familiar. The scent of earth mingled with the distinct aroma of wood smoke hung heavy in the air, creating an atmosphere that was both comforting and intriguing. It felt like a world away from the sterile, climate-controlled airport I'd left behind. The transition was immediate and profound. Burundi, nestled deep within the embrace of the Great Rift Valley, is often poetically called the Heart of Africa. A landlocked nation, it holds a strategic position and a rich history. I arrived with a degree of trepidation, I must admit, my mind filled with preconceived notions, expecting conflict and poverty based on what I'd seen in the news. But I was met instead by a vibrant energy, a palpable sense of life rising directly from the very soil itself. It was a stark contrast to my expectations. The airport buzzed with a unique brand of organized chaos, a testament to the country's resilience and its ability to function despite challenges. It was a dance of efficiency and improvisation. On the streets, I saw women adorned in bright, colorful fabrics, balancing heavy loads on their heads with an effortless grace that spoke volumes about their strength and endurance. Children, full of boundless energy, played football in dusty fields, their laughter echoing through the air, and the city sprawled along the vast, shimmering shore of Lake Tanganyika. Bujumbura is undeniably a city of contrasts, a place where the old and the new collide. Colonial-era buildings stand beside modern structures, a visual representation of the country's journey through time, and the constant hum of generators serves as a reminder of the ongoing efforts to build a reliable power infrastructure for a nation in transition. At my guest house, I was greeted by Jean-Pierre, the owner, who welcomed me with genuine pride and disarming warmth. His smile was infectious, and his hospitality was immediately comforting. He urged me, with a knowing look in his eyes, to look beyond the often sensationalized headlines and discover the true heart of Burundi. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, he pointed towards the majestic mountains in the distance. "That," he said with conviction, "is the real Burundi. That is our hope for the future." Later that evening, I found myself sitting by the tranquil lake, mesmerized as I watched local fishermen in their traditional pirogues, their silhouettes stark against the fiery canvas of the setting sun. It was a scene of profound peace and tranquility, a world away from the images of turmoil I had expected to find. In that moment, I realized that this journey would be about so much more than just sightseeing. It would be about unlearning deeply ingrained biases, peeling back layers of misinformation, and ultimately discovering the resilient and beautiful heart of this extraordinary country. Burundi was already challenging my preconceived notions, inviting me to open my eyes and truly see its authentic spirit, its unwavering strength, and its boundless potential. Leaving Bujumbura, the countryside revealed Burundi's soul, a tapestry of rolling emerald hills terraced for farming. Life here is deeply connected to the land. Small homesteads dot the hills, banana groves provide shade, and people work fields in vibrant clothing. Children walk miles to school, their laughter echoing through the hills. I journeyed to Kibera National Park, a misty rainforest teeming with life and a vital water source for the region. The forest's cool air and towering canopy inspired awe, a reminder of Burundi's untamed beauty. Further on, tea plantations carpet the hillsides, women plucking leaves with practiced grace. These plantations, a colonial legacy, now sustain the economy and reflect the interplay of natural beauty and human toil. The landscape constantly shifts, but everywhere there's a sense of harmony between people and nature. Burundi's hills are not just scenery, they are the nation's lifeblood. Here, the land and its people are inseparable. Burundi's beauty is shadowed by deep scars. Decades of political instability and ethnic violence have left a lasting mark. The divisions between Hutu and Tutsi, inflamed by colonial rule, erupted into cycles of conflict and civil war. I met survivors, a man who lost his family, a woman from a refugee camp, a former soldier haunted by memories. Their stories were filled with sadness, not bitterness, and a longing for lost community. Physical reminders remain, bullet holes in buildings, abandoned homes. But the deeper wounds are invisible: mistrust, poverty, and fragile politics. Rebuilding is about more than structures, it's about healing and forging a shared future. Yet there's a strong desire for peace. Grassroots initiatives and community dialogues are slowly mending broken bonds. The journey to healing is long, but Burundians are determined to walk it together. Their resilience is a testament to hope's endurance. For most Burundians, life is a daily struggle, a constant negotiation with scarcity. Burundi remains one of the world's poorest countries, grappling with systemic challenges that impact every facet of life. Access to clean water and reliable healthcare and quality education are scarce resources, creating barriers to progress and opportunity. In the rural landscapes of Gitega, I had the privilege of spending a day with a family. Observing their daily routines and sharing in their experiences, they welcomed me into their simple mud brick home, a structure built with their own hands. Inside, there was no electricity or running water, only the essentials for survival. Elodie, the mother, began her day before dawn, walking kilometers to fetch water, a precious commodity. Pascal, the father, diligently worked their small plot of land, cultivating the soil with care. Their efforts were focused on growing beans and bananas, staples that would sustain them. Every day was a cycle of hard labor, demanding physical exertion and unwavering ingenuity. Nothing was wasted, everything was repurposed, demonstrating a remarkable ability to make the most of limited resources. Elodie skillfully cooked beans and ugali over a small charcoal fire, preparing a simple yet nourishing meal. They generously shared their meal with me, a gesture of hospitality despite having so little to spare. Their generosity was truly humbling, a testament to the human spirit. It served as a powerful reminder that dignity and kindness are not necessarily tied to material wealth or possessions. Challenges loom large, particularly the erratic rainfall patterns that threaten their crops. The rapid population growth places further strain on already limited resources, and there are few economic opportunities available for the youth, hindering their prospects for a brighter future. Yet amidst these hardships, I found not despair but a quiet determination, a resolve to persevere. Families are focused on the essential tasks of feeding their children and sending them to school, investing in the next generation. Their primary goal is surviving another day, overcoming the obstacles that stand in their way. Resourcefulness is not a choice, but a fundamental necessity for survival in this challenging environment. Life here is undeniably lived on the margins, a constant balancing act. But it is lived with extraordinary resilience, a strength forged in the face of adversity. The future remains uncertain, filled with potential challenges and unknowns. Yet hope persists, fueled by daily acts of perseverance and unwavering determination. Burundians face hardship not with resignation, but with creativity and remarkable inner strength. Their spirit endures, a testament to the human capacity for resilience, even in the toughest of conditions. Beyond statistics, beyond the headlines that often paint a picture of hardship, Burundi's true story is told through everyday acts of resilience, through the quiet strength found in its communities. It's a narrative woven with threads of hope, perseverance, and an unwavering spirit. I met Marie, a widow, who started a weaving cooperative after losing everything in the war, a devastating conflict that left deep scars on the nation. Now dozens of families earn a living, providing for their loved ones and send their children to school, giving them the chance for a brighter future. Marie's small act of defiance against despair rippled outwards, creating a wave of positive change. In a border town where the echoes of past conflicts still linger, I encountered David, once a child soldier, a victim of circumstances beyond his control. Now, he channels his experiences into something transformative. He now runs a youth center, offering training, guidance, and hope to those scarred by conflict, providing a safe space for healing and growth. He uses football, a universal language, to teach teamwork, discipline, and respect, and to steer youth away from the path of violence, offering them a positive alternative and a sense of belonging. The royal drummers of Burundi, nearly silenced by war, their vibrant rhythms threatened by the chaos and destruction, kept their tradition alive in secret. A clandestine act of cultural preservation, a refusal to let their heritage be erased. Now their thunderous rhythms symbolize cultural rebirth, a powerful expression of national identity and resilience. Across the country, farmers experiment with new crops, embracing innovation to improve yields and combat food insecurity. Teachers persevere in crowded classrooms, nurturing young minds and instilling a love of learning despite the challenges. And dedicated health workers walk miles to vaccinate children, protecting them from preventable diseases and ensuring a healthier future. This resilience is not passive endurance, not simply bearing the weight of hardship in silence, but an active, creative response to adversity, a proactive approach to building a better life. The unbreakable spirit of Burundi is found in these stories of hope and ingenuity, in the everyday acts of courage and determination. Against all odds, against a backdrop of challenges, people choose to build, create and believe in a better tomorrow, investing in their communities and their future. Their courage is quiet, often unseen by the outside world, but it shapes the nation's future, brick by brick, dream by dream. Burundi's heart beats strongest in its people's determination, in their unwavering commitment to building a brighter future for themselves and for generations to come. Burundian culture is a vibrant thread weaving society together, expressed in daily life, not museums. It's in the baskets women weave the songs sung in fields and the powerful rhythm of the drum. Community is the cornerstone. Ubuntu means I am because we are. I saw neighbors rebuild a storm-damaged home within hours, no questions asked. Celebrations, weddings, births, festivals are communal explosions of music, dance and color. At a local wedding, the entire village danced and sang, joy eclipsing daily struggles. Faith is central. Churches are hubs for worship, education and support. On Sundays, gospel choirs fill the air and churches run schools and clinics. Faith offers hope and a framework for understanding suffering. Culture and community are pillars of Burundian resilience. Even in hardship, joy and solidarity shine through. No visit to Burundi is complete without seeing the southernmost source of the Nile, near Rutovu. The journey up winding mountain roads reveals breathtaking views and a sense of adventure. At the source, a small spring bubbles beneath a stone pyramid, humble yet deeply significant. Touching the cold water, I felt connected to a story stretching from these hills to the Mediterranean. My guide, the site's elderly custodian, spoke of the river's sacredness and its metaphor for Burundi's resilience. Our country is small, but like this spring, we are the beginning of something great, he said. The source of the Nile mirrors Burundi itself. Humble beginnings, immense potential. Here, hope flows quietly but powerfully. Burundi's promise lies in its people's everyday acts of courage and kindness. In Burundi, sharing a meal is sharing life. Food is simple, hearty, and rooted in the land. Ugali and beans are staples, eaten communally, often with hands, a ritual of connection and acceptance. My most memorable meal was with a family in Gitega, their generosity nourishing in every sense. Burundi's coffee, grown in volcanic soil, is world-class, a vital cash crop for many farmers. At a coffee washing station, I saw the painstaking process and smelled the rich aroma of drying beans. Drinking freshly brewed coffee overlooking the hills, I felt connected to the land and its people. From humble meals to exceptional coffee, Burundi's flavors tell a story of community and resilience. Food here is about fellowship as much as sustenance. As I left Burundi, I reflected on the gap between its reputation and reality. I arrived expecting suffering, but found a nation defined by resilience and warmth. Burundi's true beauty lies in its people, their generosity, spirit and hope. The challenges are real: poverty, political fragility and the weight of history. But to see only hardship is to miss the laughter, dignity and joy that fill daily life. We often let places like Burundi be defined by negative narratives. Look beyond them. Learn about its culture, history and landscapes. Support organizations working for change. My journey taught me that resilience is living with hope and dignity, even in adversity. The people of Burundi have much to teach us about the strength of the human spirit. Let's listen, connect and support their dreams for a peaceful future. In the heart of Africa, I found inspiration that will stay with me forever.